And he's off. Remember, he's lying on top of the fuselage, controlling his pitch and roll by weight shift in a harness. He's going to do a couple of circles around, and according to his flight profile, a low pass. Ladies and gentlemen, the things you only see at Oshkosh. Oshkosh, where dreams do come true. Now, he won't be able to hear us until he shuts off the engine. But remember, that little jet produced 176 pounds of thrust, and the F-35 that just taxied by can produce 70,000 pounds of thrust. So you've got both ends of the spectrum. All right, let's give him a big round of applause. All right, we can hear our jump plane circling overhead, which means we're just about to get things started here for the night air show, brought to you by Covington Aircraft Engines.
Good evening, AirVenture fans. Are you ready for a night show? Oh, you can do better than that. Are you ready for a night show? All right. We're about 30 seconds away from jumpers away, I've been hearing in my ear. So keep your eyes skyward and get ready for one of the biggest and best night shows this country has ever seen. The national anthem will begin tonight with the Patriots jump team. Will be high overhead right now, followed by the United States Air Force Heritage Flight. The F-22 and a P-51, the Class of 45, an F-4U and a P-51. The Red Bull Air Force jumpers will be out. The Aeroshell Aerobatic team, Randy Ball in a MiG-17. The Shockwave jet truck, SubSonex the ASX-2. The Patriot team will be back again after dark with Pyrotechnics on their suits. Then, Gene Soucy in the Firecat. Matt Younkin in the Twin Beech. Nate Hammond in the Havilland Chipmunk. The Twin Tigers, the winners last night of the Classic Barber Award for showmanship. And then the Redline Airshows, RV-8s. Ending up tonight was a spectacular fireworks show that we have been told everyone wants to stay and see. The jumpers are away, ladies and gentlemen. Cast your eyes skyward. We have junk planes being flown by Mark McManamy, and flying tonight in the parachutes. Isaiah is the lead jumper. Matt is the jumper pilot. Epi is one of the jumpers, and Andy, the new guy, newest member of the team, retired Air Force pilot with 10,000 hours. Now first officer on 7-4s for UPS. He's had over 14,000 jumps. Epi, active duty Navy senior chief, and he's had over 3,500 total jumps. Matt retired from the Air Force, ended his career at the U.S. Air Force I'll spit this out soon, Academy, with the Air Force parachute team, the Wings of Blue. After graduating, he initially served 4 years as a combat control special tactics officer before attending pilot training and going on to fly the F-15C Eagle, F-4 Phantom, Global Express, and Twin Otter. He now flies for a major airline. And Isaiah, the lead jumper. After the events of September 11th, Isaiah decided to do his part in protecting the American way of life. Enlisted in the Navy, spent his entire 9-year career on a SEAL team, deploying in support of the global war on terror. That is your Patriot parachute team, ladies and gentlemen. Coming down now with the American flag. And as I said, they'll be back after dark with some spectacular pyro. The flag is out, ladies and gentlemen. As soon as they're in place, we'll be ready for the national anthem. Let's all watch and wait. Ladies and gentlemen, if you'd please rise and remove your hats and join us for our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
How about that, ladies and gentlemen? And a big thank you to Mr. Rob Ryder for singing the national anthem. Give them all a great big round of applause one more time for the Patriots and Rob Ryder. And now, we're about to rock the house with some noise. You saw him taxi out. That F-22 Raptor is going to make lots of noise and rock the house to get this party started. And it is going to be quite a party. So sit back, relax, enjoy, because we've got a heck of a show for you this evening. We'd also like to remember to thank Covington Aircraft Engines for sponsoring the show tonight. And I started to tell you a little bit a while ago, we had a briefing a little bit unlike any I've ever heard about the fireworks. So there's going to be something completely different, and nobody wants to leave until it's over. So it's going to be a great show, and it's going to end with a bang, we can be assured. What an evening for a show. Last year we tried this, Steve, and it got a little damp.
Yeah, it did. But tonight, weather is gorgeous and maybe some high clouds, but it's not going to bother us at all. There on the Megatron is the F-22 Raptor. It is going to be part of our heritage flight that is going to go, and they are going to link up with a couple of P-51 Mustangs.
Airboss is chatting with the Mustangs as we speak. And the Raptor has been cleared for takeoff. And he's rolling. Ladies and gentlemen, let's turn it over to the United States Air Force to tell you all about the F-22 Raptor. Take it away, gentlemen.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Master Sergeant Emmanuel Knowlton, F-22 Team Superintendent and the voice of the F-22 Raptor, and I would like to take a moment to describe the unique history of what you're about to watch. In 1997, the leaders of Air Combat Command assembled a select group of retired military and civilian performers to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the United States Air Force. In 2010, the Air Force Heritage Flight Foundation joined with the United States Air Force to keep this popular program flying. From this gathering was born the Heritage Flight, a unique visual representation of the Air Force history from the days of the Army Air Corps to the present. What started as a one-time event has grown in popularity and demand, and now Heritage Flights are performed at air shows and special events in the United States and around the world.
See him on the screen?
Flying in formation today is a P-51 Mustang named Buster, flown by retired Major General Tommy Williams. A P-51 Mustang named Stars and Bars, flown by Mr. Andrew McKenna. a P-51 Mustang named Rat 3, flown by Stuart Milson, and your United States Air Force's F-22, flown by Major Paul Loco Lopez.
Who have served their country in the sky with a grateful heart and watchful eye. We remember, and may the faithful proud machines who bore the sword of freedom on their wings be given the honor such a burden brings, and we keep them flying, so that all who see them will know that their freedom was won by the blood that flowed
We would like to dedicate today's Heritage Flight to all the military veterans and attendants whose sacrifices over the years have helped preserve America's freedom. We hope you enjoy watching this rare formation of classic in United States Air Force aircraft on our journey from heritage to horizons.
move course through hostile skies. Know that freedom requires a sacrifice.
The legendary P-51 Mustang dominated the skies over Western Europe after it was introduced in World War II. The P-51 Mustang is powered by a liquid-cooled 12-cylinder Rolls-Royce Merlin engine, allowing it to achieve a range of 2,000 miles. The single-seat aircraft had a maximum speed of 437 miles per hour, and it could escort heavy bombers deep into the heart of Germany. The P-51 and the pilots who flew them were crucial in turning the tide of war in the Allies' favor. Ladies and gentlemen, your United States Air Force Heritage Flight. We hope you have enjoyed watching and taking pride in this rare display of over 70 years of air power heritage. And that was Tommy Williams in the P-51 named Bump Steer. And that was Mr. Stuart Mercer and Mr. Andrew McKenna. The firepower of the Raptor comes in any combination of 8 missiles and up to 8 precision satellite-guided bombs. The F-22 is the first supersonic, multi-role, and highly agile stealth fighter with a fully internal combat weapons load. Ready your camera as the Raptor banks in from the left and cycles its weapons bay doors. Folks, if you ever wonder where those bombs and missiles hide, here is your answer. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to dedicate this pass to the men and women of our armed forces and their families who support them. We would also like to remember our wounded warriors and veterans in attendance and those who have given their lives defending this great nation. This will be your best photo opportunity, so get your cameras ready to capture this salute. Now from behind the crowd and over your right shoulder, the F-22 proudly presents the dedication pass.
Yeah, we went out, 21 guns, blazing, and that's one hell of a name. That's the only way to go. Fighting the good fight till the good one calls you home. So beware, my friend, till I see you again. Yeah, this is our last goodbye. It's a hell of a day, man. Doctor said he ain't got long. He just smiled and said, bring it on.
The F-22 slow handling characteristics are phenomenal. Watch now as Major Lopez repositions the aircraft to crowd left, reduces the power, slowing the Raptor down to less than 90 knots, and loads up on a high angle of attack. After the pass, you'll once again feel the raw power of the jet as Major Lopez light those afterburners and climb straight into the vertical. Ladies and gentlemen, from the left, the Raptor's slow speed pass.
Yeah. You can see it in her walk. You can hear it in her talk, yeah. She's the one that I've been searching for. She got me working for her, yeah, and I'm working, yeah. Cruising downtown, yeah, the inner city. Got the sun that's shining and my boys here with me. All the pretty girls, yeah, we tell them hello, but they moving like they like to yellow. Never understanding all the run and make a lay, you know. It's like the anorexic always worried about the way, you know. Take it slow, throw me back one more. Yeah. I'm flying high, baby, you're so low. Jump in my ride, and then we'll go. Let's go for a drive. We'll move real slow. I'm flying high. Won't you be mine?
The F-22 possesses the capability to reach speeds and altitude that makes it virtually untouchable even without using its afterburners, accelerating from 90 to over 600 knots. Local will now reposition the aircraft for a high-speed pass, showcasing just a fraction of the aircraft's supercruise and full-speed capabilities. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare for Freedom Thunder on a high-speed pass. Watch once more as the Raptor approaches show center from the left and demonstrates his tight turn capability with another min-radius horizontal turn, then powers straight into the vertical.
Ladies and gentlemen, we do have a safety announcement. I know some of you are monitoring some of the frequencies on your aircraft radio. Somebody has a stuck mic, evidently sitting on your transmit switch. You're talking about your laundry. Please check your transmit switches. Thank you.
Watch from the right as the Raptor performs the Hoover pitch. Give it up one more time for Major Paul Lopez as he performed the steel pitch.
Ladies and gentlemen, still we're going to have to ask that you check your transmitters. Those of you who are monitoring, we still have somebody with a stuck microphone on the frequency. Please, please, please check your transmitters to make sure you are not blocking the Airboss frequency. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's demonstration. We hope you have enjoyed this brief display of only a fraction of the F-22 full combat capability. As a key component of the most capable airplane the world has ever known, your F-22 Raptor are ready to defend our nation's skies and dominate the battle space anywhere on the globe. Ready to aim high, fly, fight, and win. As proud members of an all-volunteer Air Force, we hope our performance has inspired you to serve your country alongside the professional men and women you see here in action today. Either flying in the cockpit of an F-22, on the ground guaranteeing its readiness to fight. Please speak with any member of any Air Force demo team or your local Air Force recruiter. These Air Force warriors will answer any question you have and help you set your path for an amazing Air Force career. You can reach us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at F-22 Raptor Demo. On behalf of the United States Air Force, the commander of Air Combat Command, General Mike Holmes, and all the men and women of Air Combat Command, thank you for your attendance, thank you for your patriotism, and most of all, thank you for your support.
Emmanuel Knowlton and the F-22 Raptor demonstration team, nice job, and they put it on the orange dot. Danny Clisham, what's next?
Oh, we got a great contrast now. The class of 45 is in front of you now. Scott Scooter Yoak going to the vertical. You don't see this every day. On the way up, 1.5 vertical rolls. That means he had to start at over 400 miles per hour in a 7G pull-up. Only Scott Scooter Yoak does that maneuver, folks. This is the class of 45. The origins are really quite simple while watching practice at the Wings Over North Georgia Air Show in October of 2013. Two great pilots, Jim Torque Tobul and this man, Scott Scooter Yoak, were discussing United States Air Force heritage and the United States Navy legacy flights. Jim is the owner of the F-4U Corsair Korean War Hero, and Scott is the owner of the P-51 Mustang Quicksilver. Both aircraft were the pinnacle of military technology at the time these aircraft were built. This technology helped win the European and Pacific theaters in World War II and went on to continue the defense of freedom in the Korean War. Now, both the Korean War Hero and this aircraft, Quicksilver, were built in 1945. So we present to you the class of 45. Now with a completely different sound here from the class of 45 is Jim Tobul and the Chance Fought Corsair Bent Wing Fighter of the Navy and Marine Corps. The F-4U Corsair flying today has earned the name Korean War Hero. This Chance Fought Corsair served in the United States Navy during the Korean War on board the USS Boxer and the USS Valley Forge during 1951. That makes it one of the very few surviving Korean War Corsairs flying today. This airplane has logged over 200 combat missions in the Korean War, capable of speeds of over 470 miles per hour. The engineers at Chance Fought Aircraft designed an airplane that was not only fast and not only sounds great, but also highly maneuverable. That bark is from an air-cooled radial engine. The Corsair is also extremely lethal. Under its wings, the Korean War Hero can hold 2 1,000-pound bombs or napalm and 8 5-inch high-velocity aircraft rockets. In the wings are 6 50 caliber machine guns with 2,400 rounds of ammo. Korean War Hero was retired from naval service in July of 1956. From approximately 1960 to 1970, the aircraft flew with the Honduran Air Force during the infamous Soccer War with El Salvador. In 1977, it was sold to an American Airlines pilot and brought to the USA. Then the father and son team of Joe and Jim Tobul bought this airplane in 1981 and started a very long rebuilding project. 10 years later, the Korean War Hero proudly flew again on December 8th of 1981. The aircraft presently based at Bamberg, South Carolina. Quicksilver was completed in 2007 after a 15-year restoration by Scooter and his late and great father, Bill Yoak. They set out to build the best reproduction, most improved P-51 in the world today, and that goal was met. But the Rolls-Royce Merlin engine fitted to the P-51 Mustang became the fastest aircraft in the sky. Longest range, best kill-to-loss ratio of any aircraft in the war. Mustangs met and conquered every German plane, from the early Junkers to the sleek twin-jet Messerschmitt. There, ladies and gentlemen, is the formation photo pass. Scott Scooter Yoak in the P-51. And Jim Tobul in the Corsair. Now, as they turn around off to your left, they're going to change that formation. The second pass will be a close trail, show left to right pass. Continuing on with Scooter's aircraft, the P-51 became a legend and a symbol of the power of the Allied Air Forces, the Second World War. The Mustang was the first single-engine plane based in Britain to penetrate Germany, the first to reach Berlin, first to go with the heavy bombers over the Pulaski oil fields in Romania, and the first to make a major-scale all-fighter sweep specifically to hunt down the dwindling Luftwaffe. The P-51 was used throughout the Korean War and remained in service for several decades in the Air Force. From your left, close trail formation. The P-51 was used again throughout the Korean War, remained in service for several decades in the Air Forces throughout the world, even into the 1980s when the Dominican Air Force retired theirs in 1984. Now the force pass in very tight formation will be the step-up wing pass from left to right, and right after that takes place in front of us, we'll go to the cockpit and talk to Scott Scooter Yoak. One of the great things about this flight that the guys have put together and polished is the fact that both of the aircraft have distinct design features, rendered them both very successful. And in addition to that, they both have a very unique sound. The sound of the retail Rolls-Royce Detroit Packard-built engine, liquid-cooled, and the round part of the radial Pratt & Whitney engine. From your left, the class of 45, and very soon we'll be going to the cockpit to talk with Scott Yoak. Now it's time to go to the cockpit. Scott Scooter Yoak, my dear friend, it's all yours. Scott, my dear friend, it's time to go to the cockpit now. It's all yours. One more try. Scott Scooter Yoak, we're ready for you to talk from the cockpit.
Danny, good evening, Oshkosh. And on behalf of all of us at the class of 45, we dedicate this next pass to all those soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines deployed around the globe, so we can have this marvelous event under this beautiful evening sky. God bless you, and God bless America. Back to you, Danny.
Okay, old buddy, let's let her rip. All right, I urge you to now look up and behind us as Quicksilver comes from behind the crowd for a scissors break and a roll. The break. Nose comes up and the roll. The next pass will be the opposing pass from both show left and show right with a pitch and roll. From your left and from your right, the closure rate for these two aircraft are in excess of 550 miles per hour. Check this. Perfect crossover. How about a big round of applause for the class of 45? Tearing up the nighttime sky, Jim Tobul, call sign Torque, Scooter Yoak. Wow, that was a nighttime cross. Next pass will be Jim Tobul's photo pass as we left to right. Give you a chance to get the aircraft in your photo device. From your left, in arcing turn, this is Jim Tobul's photo pass, the Korean war hero. And by the way, made even more dramatic because the Corsair in Korea was a night fighter and gained ace status. From your right, it is Scooter Yoak in the Quicksilver P-51. The Class of 45's mission is to preserve and honor the service of American military men and women, both then and now. In flying these legendary machines, we remember their service, their contributions, and our obligation to never let their sacrifices be in vain. As the thunder of their engines fade into the distance, remember that freedom is not free and liberty is everyone's responsibility to preserve. This flight is dedicated to the memory of Joe Tobul, Jim's father, and to Bill Yoak, Scott's father, and to all the men and women who serve in the military. I'd like to invite you to visit our Facebook page and share your videos and images from today's show on the Class of 45. Help us spread the word by posting your pictures and telling your friends about these awesome pieces of American history. Also, visit our website on the World Wide Web, classof45.com. The team thank you for your attendance, and they say, God bless America. All right, now we're going to turn it over to Rob Ryder as we change the pace of things, and the night starts to fall.
Thank you, Danny Klisham. Big round of applause for Danny Klisham in the Class of 45, and look at here. Igor Sikorsky right now would probably be rolling over in his grave and saying, that is really cool, because he's the guy that overcame such great physics and aerodynamic problems to perfect rotary winged flight that you could get lost in the physics of it. This would, if we did a physics lesson on rotary wing flight, you'd go to sleep and wouldn't even wake up for the fireworks. Suffice it to say that what you're going to see right now is some flying of a helicopter that Igor Sikorsky probably didn't think would ever be possible. But he did want the helicopter to be a life-saving aerial vehicle, but we'll see more of that. Keep your eyes on it, because right now we got a guy named Luke Akins who's hanging outside the door of the Red Bull helicopter, piloted by Blackie Siegfried Schwartz. He's the chief pilot for Red Bull, but take a look up there. In a moment, you'll see him jump off the skid of the BO-105 Red Bull helicopter that gives you wings. Luke Akins first skydived when he was 16 years old. He now has logged over 16,000 jumps. Now, typically, you go up to 2,500 feet, and that's the way they want to have people get out of a helicopter and then come back in and land with 2,500 feet in case there's a malfunction of the chute. You can get the reserve chute out. Then they've lowered that to 2,000 for teams like the Golden Knights parachute team. But check this, we're going to be a little higher on this. Let's see who's coming out, because if this is Luke Akins, he's now going 120 miles per hour. And as he gets closer to the ground, watch this. There you go. And this is a small canopy, but not the smallest you're going to see. But Luke Akins, ladies and gentlemen, is the guy in 2016 jumped out of an airplane at 25,000 feet without a parachute and landed in a net right here at Oshkosh. Put your hands together, make some big noise for Luke Akins. That was Project Heaven Sent. Bring him in, everybody. Keep making some noise. Now, we are not yet finished. They're going to climb up even higher. And this time, if I've got my notes correct, we're going to see two other members of the Red Bull Air Force, Mike Swanson and Andy Farrington. They will come out with the really high-speed canopies. Now, when we see parachutists like the Patriot parachute team, their parachutes were about 275 square feet, gives them a forward speed of about 22 miles per hour. But these canopies are only 69 square feet. So that gives them a forward speed of up to 70 miles an hour. They can swoop over 400 feet across the ground, and they are now at several thousand feet above us, almost directly overhead, just to the right of show center. The Red Bull Air Force is typical of the Red Bull brand of extreme sports, and that's what we're seeing now. Mike Swanson from Vermont. He's the owner of Skydive Truckee Tahoe in X. Multiple-time national world free-flying champion. He's been in big Hollywood blockbusters like Transformers and Point Break, and he has more jumps than anybody else on the team. Okay, we got 3 jumpers away. Let's see. That's going to be Andy Farrington, Mike Swanson, and also J.T. Holmes. Now watch these guys. It appears that they are all now not just doing standard parachutes, but I'm thinking that these guys are not just free-falling, they're all wearing wingsuits. J.T. Holmes is from Squaw Valley, California. He's a professional off-road racer. He's been in Transformers 3, Godzilla Fast and Furious 7. Andy Farrington is a third-generation skydiver with 25,000 jumps and a 2-time champion of the Red Bull Aces wingsuit races. These squirrel wingsuits, called the Freak 2, are the most advanced suits on the market. They fly at an average of 3-to-1 glide ratio, which means they can go 140 miles an hour, and then with only 45 miles per hour downward. But watch these guys. These are very small canopies, and you'll see them swoop in. And we've got things just perfect tonight so that they get down to about 300 or 400 feet, and they'll really be able to hear you. You might even see them kick their heels when they get close to the ground. Watch these maneuverable parachutes from the Red Bull Air Force. Watch them swirl down. They can get over 90 miles an hour downward. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the Red Bull Air Force. Here come the rest of the guys in. Smoke is gone, the pyro's gone. Hook turns in. You can see those wingsuit panels flapping behind him. How about a big round of applause for Mike Swanson, Andy Farrington, and J.T. Holmes. Now, from the right, here comes Blackie Siegfried Schwartz, the chief pilot for Red Bull. This is what Igor Sikorsky would say, you just can't do it. How about that? He did a backflip. The solid titanium rotor head and the rigid rotor system helps this helicopter to be able to do these kinds of aerobatics, but he's got some secret sauce in there, changing an already unstable aircraft to even more aft CG so that it can perform maneuvers like this. Blackie was, well, there's a roll. Blackie was born and raised in Austria. He flew helicopters in the Austrian army. He's been flying helicopters now for over 40 years. And for more than 20 years of that time, he was doing air rescue where he completed over 7,000 rescue missions. A two-time helicopter aerobatic world champion, one in Russia and Poland. In 1982, he got his pilot's license, and he's about ready to come in. Let's see if he'll take a bow for us all here at Oshkosh tonight, or if he's just going to bring it into land. I think he's going to touch down ever so gently out in front of us. One final round of applause for the Red Bull Air Force. Now, ladies and gentlemen, back to Dave Keim downstairs and a special guest.
Thank you so much, Rob Ryder. I am indeed down here at the north end of the announcer's stand on the ground with a bunch of fine people, sitting right next to the gentleman that started your next act, Mr. Alan Henley, the founder of the Aeroshell Aerobatic team. And they're inbound right now. Alan, tell us about it.
The flight's inbound from the right side. They're trying to pick up a little speed, and they're going to do a big old formation loop. All the lights, they look like a UFO, doesn't
It does look like that. I'll give that to you.
All right, they're doing about 220 or 30 miles an hour. They sure make it look easy.
Yeah, they do. And you're the guy that put it together, so I guess you're the one that made it look easy.
I guess so. We started this back in 1985, and right now marks our 34 years we've been together as a team.
That's amazing. I've known you for most of those 34 years. Back in the day, we did a bunch of shows together. And it just keeps getting better. I tell you, it still amazes me. In my book, you guys are the best team around.
Well, thank you, Dave. We really enjoy flying, and especially here at Oshkosh. Oshkosh is the best venue we do.
Absolutely is.
The crowds are great. You just can't ask for a better place to fly.
Oh, you're absolutely right. The weather now is perfect. What a great night for a night show.
Oh, it's a wonderful night. This is actually the first of 2 night shows. We have another night show on Saturday night. So if you've got any friends that miss it tonight, tell them come back on Saturday and we'll do it for them all over again.
You got that right. What they doing now, bud?
Well, they've gone out and made a reposition turn. They're coming in now. They're going to do a downward bomb burst. They're making a turn in to make a right turn here. Mark will ease the power up a little bit and make a kind of a 3/4 loop, and right at the top, about now, smoke now.
You know, that's a magnificent maneuver, and it looks just as good or better at night than
I
it does
think
at
that
day.
looked pretty good, don't you think?
Oh, yes, it does. What do you folks think? Give them a great big round of applause. That's right.
Oh, we got Brian Reagan on the right and Steve Gustafson from the left. They're doing a big opposing loop. All right, now you got my brother Mark, the lead guy. He's in the front with Jimmy Fordham right off his right wing. They're going to pull up, I guess, and do a snap on top of the loop. Yeah, they're going to do the big heart in the sky. Well, maybe not tonight. They're doing a big loop instead. I do want to mention, I got my co-pilot with me this time, my daughter Skylar, and she's been watching the air show today. She goes, I think I want to do that.
Oh, there you go. Runs in the family, I think. She's a lovely young girl. I was going to ask you who that was. Is it your daughter, Skylar? How about that? Skylar, welcome to Oshkosh.
Hi.
She had mic fright. She couldn't even say hi.
All right, the guys are coming in from the left. They're doing two groups of two. Do a big old barrel roll to the left.
I tell you what, Alan, as they're flying away, let me hit some of your sponsors here right quick. Of course, they're here like everybody else as volunteers, and these sponsors make it possible. Of course, Aeroshell, Honda Generators, Champion Aerospace, Kimmel Aviation Insurance, Fagan Incorporated, Aero LEDs, CJ Aviation, Younkin Aviation Engines, Higher Power Hydraulic Doors, Aspen Avionics, Lincoln Welders, Bose Headsets, Aircraft Spruce, Goodyear, Concord Batteries, Strong Parachutes, Jepson, Genesis Autopilots, Flight Helmets, Desert Tire, Trade-A-Plane, Rapco Aircraft Parts, Plane Power Altimeters, John's 360 Coatings, Hooker Harness, ACF 50, JPI Instruments L3 Communication, Aerospace Cardiology, PS Engineering, and ICOM. I think we hit them all.
Yep.
Take it, Alan.
I think you got it. Yeah, Jimmy just did the slide into the slot while they were doing the barrel roll.
And that's not too easy to do, is it?
He's making it look easy.
I'm sorry, I stepped on you reading your sponsors there. We should have been telling folks about that. They can come back and see it again Saturday night.
Yeah, we'll do it a little better then.
Yeah, we'll.
All right, they're going to come in. You really won't be able to see the bottom of the airplane very well, but they're doing a bottom shot. And hopefully, if you might be able to see the Aeroshell sign on the bottom.
All right. You guys are sporting a new paint job too, aren't you, recently?
Yep. We got John's 360 coatings on it, and they look really good.
Sure do. Now, if you folks don't know the story, Mr. Alan Henley sitting with me here, due to tragic circumstances, can no longer fly planes. But he's the guy that put this act together. Still hangs in there, comes and shows me how it needs to be announced every now and then. Yeah. And what a great guy he is. I've known him for over 30 years, and he's still got the spirit. And you heard what it runs in the blood because daughter Skylar wants to fly. That's good.
Yeah, Skylar started. She's flying her J3 Cub now.
Well, there you go.
So she got a good start. All right, the guys are inbound. What they're going to do is they're going to do another great big barnstormer loop. And then the recovery out of that, they'll do a break and be kind of a half Cuban type break. got it locked in there. Now we got brake 1, brake 2, brake 3, and brake 4. Now they start having even more fun. This is all the tail chase part of the show. This is a lot of fun with all the smoke and the lights.
Follow the leader in the sky. Looks like a lot of fun.
Now they're headed in. They're going to do kind of a rat race loop. Just hopefully they can keep the spacing good, and around you go.
Making a lot of noise and a lot of smoke.
Well, that's what makes a good air show. Last thing, you know, T6 makes such a great air show airplane because it is. It's big, noisy, and a lot of smoke.
Happens to be just slow enough that you can see it all the time.
Well, that's the thing. The team, once they start the routine, especially here at Oshkosh, they never go past the boundary of the end of the runway.
Yeah, it's amazing.
You watch the jet teams, and they scream by, and then they're gone for 2 minutes.
They're in the next county.
We're always right here in front of the crowd. All right, you're not going to be able to see this next maneuver, but what they do, they do a barrel roll, and they extend the landing gear at the top of the loop, at the top of the roll. The gear's out, but you just can't see it.
All right, folks, what do you think of the Aeroshell Aerobatic team? Now let's hear it from Mr. Alan Henley, the man telling you all about it, because he designed the routine. And now, Alan, I think they're going to do something a little special here when they land, aren't they?
Yeah, we're going to kind of give NASCAR a little run for their money.
What are we talking about here? Are we talking smoke?
Maybe a little.
A little burnout action?
A little burnout. We're actually going to create our own thunderstorm.
Okay. I'll tell you what, you folks want to get your video cameras ready for this one, because it is spectacular. It's going to kind of happen right at Show Center in the throat of that runway. As they come in to land, get ready. And by the way, once we get them in, once we get them put in the chocks, if you'd like to say hi to the man that designed it, the man who's still announcing it, Mr. Alan Henley, right here by the announcer stand on the north side, go up and tell him hi, tell him thank you for making this team what it is, because it is a world favorite, internationally known asset to the aviation community. And this is the gentleman that did it, Alan Henley, sitting right beside me. Thank you, Alan.
Well, thank you so much. Thanks for having me. I tell you, the team and Aeroshell, we are so excited to be here, and just love being part of Oshkosh.
Well, we love having you, sir.
And everybody, when the team pulls up here and stops, they're going to do a little burnout. But then when they get done, they won't be able to hear you. But if everybody will flash your telephone at them, you can show your appreciation by turning your phone on and turn the light on.
You need to watch what they're going to do, because it's going to get real smoky. But then the smoke will magically clear, and you'll see them standing atop their canopies, waving to the crowd. Hear those Pratt & Whitney 1340s, all 600 horsepower, rumbling over there. as they pull into the throat of the runway.
I think they're going to come up here. They're going to get up here in our pocket.
Yeah, they're going to get real close to us here tonight.
There we go.
Come on, NASCAR, you got nothing on these fellows. Keep your eyes out there if you can see it through the smoke.
All right, when the smoke clears, they'll be able to see it. So y'all all shine your phones, the light, and shine it at them.
But we need the smoke to clear.
This might take a while.
I think they put the airport IFR, I'm not sure.
Well, we'll do away with a few mosquitoes tonight.
There they are. There they are. They can see those cameras now. All right, one more big one for Aeroshell, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Alan Henley, let's hear it to him. Give him a big Oshkosh send-off tonight.
Well, thank you so much, and Dave, thanks for having us.
No problem, sir. We'll do it again Saturday night.
Yep.
We're making a habit of this. All right, folks, let's go back upstairs. Guys, take it away.
All right, thank you, Dave Keim. Thank you, Boss Allen. And next, we're going to go to Afterburner action with Randy Ball, Mr. Afterburner himself in his MiG-17. He's brought to you this week by Goodyear Aviation Tires, his sponsor and his employer, Air Wisconsin, who are hiring right now, and AIA Aviation Insurance. He'll soon be cleared for takeoff. In addition to performing all across North America at air shows every year, Randy Ball has been a proud member of the Air Wisconsin Airlines team, home as a professional pilot there for 20 years. Captain Randy Ball has been recognized as a distinguished airline pilot at Air Wisconsin, and he would like to invite current and aspiring pilots and aircraft mechanics to join that great team. Or if you always wanted to be a flight attendant, you can join him as well. Listen to this at Air Wisconsin. They will hire you as a new pilot. You may be eligible for a signing bonus of up to $57,000. Mechanics are also eligible for a new hire bonus, so visit Air Wisconsin Airlines and learn more about how you really take off and become part of this nationwide dynamic team of airline professionals. All you have to do is visit on the World Wide Web, fly, F-L-Y, the number 4, and then AW.com, fly for airwisconsin.com. By the way, Randy will be signing autographs in the Air Wisconsin booth from 9 o'clock a.m. tomorrow to 10:30 a.m. Booth number Charlie 15 and 16. Randy has over 140,000 fans following him on Facebook. He hopes you will follow him as well. You can find the Facebook page at fb.com/Randy W. Ball. Today's demo is being filmed, and if you would like to see today's demonstration from the cockpit, please like Randy W. Ball's Facebook fan page. In fact, if you would like to follow him across North America as he performs, just like his fan page, he posts from almost every air show. And there's no telling what you might see and what angle you might see it from. Randy says he hopes you enjoyed today's demonstration. Now watch from his perspective as he lights off the afterburner on the Soviet MiG-15. Now the MiG-17 that is lighting up the sky for you now was the next improvement over the Soviets' first jet fighter, the MiG-15. The MiG-15, common to our F-86, due to captured German technology, had a 35-degree sweep back. Now the airplane that you see off to your right with the strobe light on, to get faster speed, they went to a wing that had a 45-degree sweep back at the wing root, and then out towards the end, about two-thirds of the way out, it came back into a 42-degree angle. Also put extra strakes and an extra ventral fin on the back of the aircraft. And then the key was to get more speed, like coming in from your right to light up the sky, was this afterburner. It made things tremendously more interesting. And the airplane, the MiG-15, had a great track record and was a very tough adversary. Now, we get a chance to do quite a number of shows with Randy Ball, and he always has some spectacular maneuvers. You got to consider the airplane is out of the 1960s. That being said, he's going to come back in, and he will have a 8G minimum radius turn in afterburner out in front of us, and it has the same diameter of turn as an F-16 fighter by Lockheed Martin. That kind of performance, you can't take it away from the Russians. They had some exquisite aerodynamic engineers and technicians. That performance is timeless. Give Randy W. Ball a big round of applause. Air Wisconsin loves this guy, and they would love to hire you as well. Flight attendants, mechanics, and by the way, the Air Wisconsin booth, I'll remind you again, anytime throughout the course of this weekend, it's at Charlie 15 and Charlie 16 in the exhibit building. And yes, Randy will be there at 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. tomorrow morning to sign autographs, and you can learn more about this awesome aircraft. All right, from your right now, look for first the strobe light coming in from your right. It with the afterburner, it really doesn't matter. You can't see the aircraft because you can see the action of the aircraft. Down low and fast, just under the speed of sound. Get a load of this. Light them off, Randy Ball. Now, from out of the nighttime darkness, where Randy's jet goes silent up in the sky, I can hear the sound of another jet firing up. I should say a jet engine, but not just one jet engine, not two jet engines, but the three jet engines from Pratt & Whitney, J-34 jet engines formerly used on the Navy T-2 Buckeye. And talk about lighting up the nighttime sky. This time it will happen on the ground as you look to your left and see the raw flames coming out of the award-winning Shockwave jet-powered truck. Raw flames coming out the side stacks and afterburner blasts coming out of the three jet engines. 0.91 high-speed pass. Get a load of the Randy Ball. Oh, this is great action. Folks, give everybody a big round of applause. That is great time.
Going out on the runway.
All right. Now, the award-winning Shockwave truck is operated by the Racing Darnell family. The pilot, as we like to say, cha-cha, cha-cha-cha, cha-cha, cha-cha-cha. It is the world's biggest boombox. It's got the beat to prove it. It's easy to dance to. It's fun to ride in. Chris Darnell, second-generation driver from the Racing Darnell family, is at the controls. This is the world's fastest jet truck, as documented by the Guinness Book of Records, 376 miles per hour. It is very much in demand, not only on the race and drag race circuit, but much more in demand on the Airshow circuit. So much so that the Darnell family, that have a whole stable of race cars, cha-cha-cha-cha, cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Okay, dance if you want to. That's the kind of party it is. Wayne Rachel is the crew chief. And Brooke Darnell, the wife of Chris Darnell, they travel with their kids on the Airshow circuit. One-of-a-kind machine, and by the way, I'm very proud to tell you this. that the Art Show Memorial Showmanship Award is given out once a year at our Airshow Convention and Awards Banquet in Las Vegas, Nevada. And this year, this entire year, you are looking at the most recent recipients of that coveted one-time-a-year award. Get a load of this summertime storm. We got thunder and lightning and cumulus clouds. It must be in Wisconsin. No, Mother Nature, we have had enough rain. No more cumulus clouds, please. Let us dry out a little bit. The Darnell family not only race jet-powered vehicles like this, but also promote displays and competitions. They have a motorsports management company, and your driver, Chris Darnell, a very serious young man in terms of education, bachelor's degree in marketing and advertising and promotions from Missouri State University. He follows in his father's footstep. His father's Neil Darnell, his mother's Marilyn Darnell. I dare to say there's someplace with one of their high-powered vehicles exhibiting right now or this weekend. Chris is now driving the fastest truck in the world on air shows and the drag race circuit. All right, here comes Randy in the air with his big 17. There goes Chris Darnell. Chris with 36,000 horsepower. The MiG is trying to catch up. Randy's got him. Oh! Now that is timing. When you get two professionals together, that's the result that you get. The award-winning Aeroshell team on the ground, out in front of us now with their form of afterburner, Shockwave jet-powered truck. How cool was that? And Randy Ball pulling up into the nighttime sky. Two great professionals. Check them out if you will. And I'd like to remind you that while the Shockwave truck is on display here, they have souvenir T-shirts for sale. They have free hero cards. Be sure and stop by the display while they're here at the convention. And look at the awesome Shockwave truck up close and in person and get some selfies. Talk to the Darnells or their crew chief, Wayne Rachel, king of the jet trucks. By the way, Chris also owns a truck accessory company called Four Wheel Customs. We would again like to thank and acknowledge the fact that this night show and the fireworks are presented by our longtime friends and supporters, the great people at Covington Aircraft Engines. They have been around a long time. It is a great family operation. They have kept our round engines running for the air show and air races for quite a number of years. We absolutely love them. And I can tell you that picking up the tab for the fireworks presented here tonight is no easy feat. So Covington Aircraft has gone above and beyond the call to allow you to have a great time tonight. All right, it looks like my pal and boss, Steve Buss, is on board. And let's see. Yeah, Steve is going to present the next act as we continue to have some fun with the nighttime sky in a wide variety of aircraft. Oh, those Soviet jets. They're coming in on a sneak pass. All right, SubSonex is now cleared in. Randy Ball is heading for the other runway. Picking up the microphone is Steve Buss. This is wild. What a party this is. Let's rock. Steve Buss, it's all yours.
Thank you very much, Mr. Danny Clusham. I don't know how we're going to top that. No, wait, I do know how we're going to top that. With Bob Carlton, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to slow things down a little bit and do a gorgeous aerial ballet. You know, since 1903, airplanes and fire have been mortal enemies. But tonight, Bob Carlton brings them to a snarling truce above the SubSonex microjet airplane. With speeds of over 250 miles per hour, hundreds of lights, and more than 100 aerial pyrotechnic devices attached to the wings of his aircraft, Bob's going to light up the night sky in a jet-powered aerial ballet. The SubSonex microjet Bob is flying tonight is the first of its kind. It's the first micro airplane designed from its conception to be powered by a small jet engine. It's the PBS TJ100 engine, weighing only 40 pounds, but it spins at an incredible 60,000 RPM, producing 250 pounds of thrust. Bob has worked closely with SubSonex Aircraft, located right here in Oshkosh, to help make this aircraft available to every pilot who wants to build their own jet. Bob was the test pilot during the development of the SubSonex, and he'd like to thank everyone at SubSonex Aircraft for the incredible opportunity to be a part of the development of this amazing aircraft. Bob has been flying night pyro air shows since 1999, has performed his night aerial ballet at hundreds of venues throughout the world. Bob's also a retired rocket scientist and has developed a custom computer-controlled system for firing the airborne pyrotechnics. These are not your everyday fireworks, folks. Some of these devices are powerful enough to rock the aircraft from when they fire. Ladies and gentlemen, please, eyes to the sky for Bob Carlton.
For eons, mankind once feared the setting of the sun. For as the dreaded sunset neared, the evils of night would come. Creatures that roamed the forests and the hills hunted through the night. They huddled together, cold and chilled, and prayed for morning light. But just when all seemed black and dire, they made a tiny spark. With moss and wood coaxed into fire, man now ruled the dark. With dangers of the night at bay, they soon began to sing, accompanied by instruments of pipes and drums and strings. Now here we are to celebrate our victory o'er the night. All eyes turned toward the starlit sky with music, fire, and light.
We walked away before. There were too many storms we could not get through, but I still kept loving you. Now fate brought you back to me. This time I won't let you leave. I'm holding on to you forever. I'm never letting go. The time I spent away from you was time that made me see I need to live my life with you. I need you here with me, and it will take a strong, strong wind to take me from your arms again, to take me from your side. It will take a strong, strong wind to pull away this heart of mine, make us break apart this time. It will take a strong, strong wind. Hearts sometimes lose their way, but they find their way back someday to the arms they need. And I need you like the air I breathe. The time I spent away from you was time lost in the rain. I meant to live my life with you. That's something nothing can change. It would take a strong, strong wind to take me from your arms again, to take me from your side. It would take a strong, strong wind to tear away this heart of mine, make us break apart.
That's Bob Carlton, ladies and gentlemen, from Albuquerque, New Mexico, where he and his wife Lori and their dogs Ginger and Dewey reside as well. Bob's performance sponsored by Sonex Aircraft LLC, manufacturer of the Sonex, and now the Sonex SubSonex jet. Special thank you from Bob to all the folks at Sonic Aircraft for making this possible. Right now, we're going to turn things over to Dave Keim. Dave, we're going to change things up one more time from lots of jets to some quiet parachutes.
We certainly are. You saw these guys earlier bringing the flag down. This time they're bringing pyro down. The Patriot parachute team, ladies and gentlemen. They got a minute or so before they get to show center and get the jump away clearance. So during that time, we haven't done this yet tonight. How about a poll? Show us your phones. You liking what's going on here? Fire those phones up. Let the people who put this on see them. Covington Aircraft Engines. Look at the phones, Covington. Come on, shine them up. You can do better than that. All right. We got a bunch of folks out there loving the night show. Thank you so much to Covington Aircraft Engines for the sponsorship. And we've got a lot more of it to come your way yet this evening. The jump plane is making its way to show center at 6,000 feet. You can see his lights up there, we hope. I hear him talking to the air boss. We're still seeing lights flashing in the crowd. That's a good thing, too. So we've seen the light. Those of you who don't have a phone, let's hear a big cheer for it. How are you liking it so far? Hey, you know, that was pretty good, Steve, but I think they can do better.
I think they can.
Let's hear it again. Let's see a louder one. That's more like it. That's good. All right. Waiting for jumpers away. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I just heard jumpers in 10 seconds. So let's watch for jumpers away. And the jumpers tonight will be Isaiah, the lead jumper, Matt, another jumper, Epi and Andy. Some of these guys are Navy SEALs, some of them are retired Air Force, some of them are active duty, and they're the Patriot parachute team. Jumpers are away. Hit the music. Ladies and gentlemen, let's all enjoy the Patriot parachute team. Ladies and gentlemen, how about that? They can hear you now. Let's hear it for the parachute team, the Patriots. Parachute team. Great job, fellas. And I think we have a noisemaker and a spark thrower and a pyromaniac coming up. And I believe Mr. Danny Clisham's here to tell you all about Mr. Airshow. Danny, take it away.
All right, thank you, Dave Kime. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for Gene Soucy. He is going to light up the nighttime sky, sponsored by Piedmont Airlines, who are going to light up your career. And when Mr. Gene Piedmont Soucy gets ready to fly his performance, he relies on North American tour sponsors, cross-country flights made with iFly GPS by Adventure Pilot, engine specialist Tulsa Aircraft Engines. To start requires the Concorde sealed aerobatic battery, then the slick magneto switch is selected to on, firing the Champion spark plugs. Fuel is supplied to the airflow performance fuel injector from the CJ Aviation fuel pump. His Softy emergency parachute by Paraphernalia is secure. Hooker custom harness seat belts are on and tight. Gulf Coast Avionics have installed and maintained the Sandia Aerospace Quattro standby EFIS and transponder. ICOM radios for aircraft-mounted and handheld communications. Wheeling Engineering aerial effects lights are switched on. Radio calls are clear due to Clarity Aloft lightweight aviation headsets. Connected to the PS Engineering auto control panel. Organero provides comfortable safety helmet and seat upgrades. Then Rapco replacement, PMA, FAA approved quality parts will function flawlessly. Grueling punishment to pilot and plane smooths out thanks to Barry Controls anti-vibration engine mounts. And because every landing counts, Gene and Teresa rely on Goodyear Flight Custom 3 Premier General Aviation tires. Check them out on the World Wide Web, GoodyearAviation.com. All right, thanks to Piedmont Airlines, who is going to light up your airline career. They have sign-on bonuses for eligible captains at $60,000 to sign on. They are located all this week at Career and Education Center, Charlie 23 and 24. This is Gene Soucy, live with the Firecat.
Another hand soon after you fold. And when your plans unravel in the sand, what would you wish for if you had one chance? So airplane, sorry I'm late. I'm on my way, so don't close that gate. If I don't make that, then I switch my flight and I'll be right back at it by the end of the night.
That airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars. I can really use a wish right now. Wish right now. Wish right now. Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars? I can really use a wish right now. Wish right now. Wish right now.
Yeah.
Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars? I can really use a wish right now. Wish right now. Wish right now. Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars? us right now.
Girl, we couldn't get much higher. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on 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 fire.
Like a lightning bolt, your heart will glow, and when it's time, you'll know you just gotta ignite the light and let it shine. Just own the night like the 4th of July. 'Cause baby, you're a firework. Come on, show 'em what you're worth. Make 'em go, as you shoot across the sky. Baby, you're a firework. Come on, let your colors burst. Make 'em go, you're gonna leave 'em wanting boom, boom, boom. Even brighter than the moon, moon, moon. It's always been inside of you, you, you. And now it's time to let it through. 'Cause baby, you're a firework. Come on, show 'em what you're worth. Make 'em go, as you shoot across the sky. Baby, you're a firework. Come on, let your colors burst. Make 'em go, you're gonna leave 'em going, even brighter than the moon, moon, moon. Boom, boom, boom. Even brighter than the moon, moon, moon. When you ask for light, I set myself on fire. And if I go far away, I know you'll find another slave. 'Cause now I'm free for what you want. Now I'm free for what you need. Now I'm free for what you want.
Ladies and gentlemen, Piedmont Airlines has presented Mr. Gene Soucy in the Firecat. And remember, Piedmont Airlines wants to hire you, and they've got the money to prove it. Possible sign-on bonuses as high as $60,000 for qualified captains. They need flight mechanics. They need flight attendants. All you need to do is go to the Education and Career Center building, Charlie 23 and 24, or go to piedmont.jobs.net and start tomorrow. Piedmont Airlines, exceptional aviators and major opportunities. Piedmont Airlines, we're on the move. They say to you, let's go together. Piedmont Airlines, an American Airlines group company, wants you. Thanks again to Gene Soucy at Piedmont Airlines for lighting up the nighttime sky and for lighting up your career. Rob Ryder, hit it.
Thank you, Danny Clisham. As we get ready for the next thing, quick shout out from me to Sporty's Pilot Shop and Hartzell Propeller Company. Thanks, guys. We love you all. Sporty's Pilot Shop with the new private pilot and instrument rating course with lifetime updates. Check them out. Getting very, very close. As the smoke clears, ladies and gentlemen of Oshkosh, you have seen a night show that tops anything I've ever seen here. And I've not been here as long as some folks, but you have been treated to some of the best and the best, and we're just keeping ramping it up as those best of the best in the air show industry and all of the world are right here at Oshkosh this weekend and especially tonight. Still to come, Matt Younkin will be up. Then we've got Nate Hammond here in his de Havilland Chipmunk, the Twin Tigers, the winners of this year's award from the Bill Barber Award for Airshow Showmanship, Redline Airshows, and then we get the super display of Redline Airshows and the full fireworks display tonight. Matt Younkin's Night Aerobatic Spectacular is up now in the Beech 18, and what you're about to witness is a performance that has completely redefined the pinnacle of night air show entertainment. So direct your attention to stage in front of us to witness Spaceship Elephant's miraculous journey to the moon and beyond. Twin Beech After Dark took a year and a half to perfect, and with the diligent help and support of Wheelan Aerospace Technologies, has been transformed from imagination to reality. For dozens of years, Beech 18s crisscrossed the country at all hours of the night, carrying airmail, freight, and film, and whatever else needed to be taken around. Now, stay tuned for the arrival of the aircraft affectionately referred to as Magic by Moonlight. The Twin Beech, the Kansan, the C-45 Expediter, the AT-7, the AT-11. The Twin Beech is what they called it. It stayed in production for many, many years. And it became, if you will, the Learjet before the Learjet became what it is today. Now, once again, as the music plays, let's welcome Matt Younkin in Magic by Moonlight. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Matt Younkin. We'd also like to extend a very special thanks to Jeff Gibbs, who mounted and installed all of the lights on the Beech. He also wants to thank Tulsa Aircraft Engines, Hardy Aviation Insurance, Fagan Incorporated, Quality Aircraft Accessories, ACF-50 Aircraft Lubricants, Acorn Welding for Aircraft Exhaust Systems, Champion Aerospace Spark Plugs, CJ Aviation Fuel Pumps, Cleveland Wheels and Brakes, Concord Battery, David Clark Headsets, Davis Field Aviation Custom Avionics, Floats and Fuel Cells Incorporated, Goodyear Tire Company, Hooker Harness, Lift Aviation, McFarland Aviation Services, North Iowa Air Services, Oregon Aero, Pacific Oil Coolers, Parker Strataflex Aircraft Hoses, Pops Leather Company, PS Engineering Aircraft Intercom Systems, SkyOx Softy Emergency Parachutes, True Track Flight Systems, Wheelan Aerospace Technologies. And for more information on Matt Younkin, check it out on the web. Now, ladies and gentlemen, time for the Twin Tigers. Luke Carrico, you got it, my friend.
Well, the Twin Tigers coming up here in just a couple of moments, but first, circling high above is Nathan Hammond in a little airplane we call the de Havilland Super Chipmunk. We're about to light things up with over 200 pounds of pyrotechnics and thousands of color-changing LEDs as he's about to paint the sky with everything he's got. Right now, he is currently high and behind as he prepares to dive the Ghost Rider into show center for the start of tonight's Pyrobatic Air Show display.
At the count of three, I want everybody in the place to be to make some noise if you're down with me. 1, 2, 3. Hit me with the horn, 20. Keep making noise.
And now look high above as we welcome Nathan Hammond.
Yeah. Here we go now. 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 Here we go. Here we go.
Knew he was a killer. First time that I saw him. Wonder how many girls he had loved and left haunted. But if he's a ghost, then I can be a phantom, holding him for ransom. Some boys are trying too hard. He don't try at all though. Younger than my exes, but he act like such a man. So I see nothing better. I keep him forever, like a vendetta. I see how this is gonna go. Touch me and you'll never be alone. Island breeze and lights down low. No one has to know. In the middle of the night, in my dreams, you should see the things we do, baby. In the middle of the night, in my dreams, I know I'm gonna be with you, so I'll take my time. Are you ready for it?
Voices from nowhere and voices from the larger town. Filled our head full of dreams and turned our world upside down. There was Frankie Lyman, Bobby Fuller, Mitch Ryder. They were rocking. Jackie Wilson, Shangri-La's Young Rascal. They were rocking. Spotlight on Martha Reeves. Let's don't forget James Brown. Rocking in the USA. Hey! R-O-C-K in the USA. R-O-C-K in the USA. R-O-C-K in the USA.
She's got Brazilian leather boots on the pedal of her German car. Listen to the Beatles singing back in the USSR. Yeah, she's going around the world tonight, but she ain't leaving here. She's just gonna meet her boyfriend down at the street fair. And it's a French kiss, Italian ice, Spanish moss in the moonlight. Just another American Saturday night. There's a big toga party tonight down at Delta Chi. They got Canadian bacon on their pizza pie. They got Just fire up the blender, mix it all up. It's a French kiss, Italian ice, Spanish moss in the moonlight. Just another American. I'm just another American. It's just another American Saturday night.
Come on and sing my song right here. All night long. All night. All night long. Yeah. All night long. All night. All night long. Yeah. Once you get started, you can't sit down. Come join the fun, it's a merry-go-round. People are dancing their troubles away. Sigh. Say, come join our party, see how we're.
Nathan Hammond and Ghost Rider Airshows would like to thank their sponsors, to include CJ Aviation, Tempest, Wheel Engineering, JP Instruments, Sarasota Avionics, Concord Battery, 4Flight, MT Propeller, and Airflow Performance. Nathan would also like to thank each and every one of you for coming out to tonight's show, and to all of the great volunteers who helped make tonight's air show possible. Ladies and gentlemen from Danville, Kentucky, I hope you will join me in a great round of applause for Nathan Hammond and the Ghost Rider. Well, as Nathan Hammond now recovers, the night air show action continues over AirVenture as we welcome in our next performer. The award-winning Twin Tigers Aerobatic team coming to us tonight in an impressive nighttime display I know you will certainly enjoy. But before we do so, I've got a question for you. Are you having a good time? That's what we love to hear. On behalf of the Twin Tigers Aerobatic team, it is with great pleasure to introduce to you our Come Alive nighttime performance. You are about to see Aerobatic champion Mark Novoselsky flying the Yak 55 we call Zeke, the Tumbling Tiger, as we prepare to make up and make things fast and furious over the skies of AirVenture. During tonight's aerial display, we will need your help, so be sure to have your smartphones and your flashlights ready for that a little bit later on. Tonight's performance by the Twin Tigers is brought to you by Garmin, B&C Specialties, Best Tugs, Walkabout, JP Instruments, Clarity Aloft Headsets, Desert Tire, and MT Propeller. And now, direct your attention to center stage as we prepare to enter the next dimension.
Digital frontier. I tried to picture clusters of information as they move through the computer. What did they look like? Ships, motorcycles? Were the circuits like freeways? I kept dreaming of a world I thought I'd never see. And then, one day, I got in.
Hello, Mark. I'm Centauri, your game administrator. Welcome to the Signature Digital Grid. I have detected your opponent on level 4, but you must first complete all 3 levels of qualification maneuvers, then transport via the light portal. Good luck. Level 1. Medium G loading, medium disorientation. You may begin. Level 1 complete. Level 2, high G loading, high risk of disorientation. You may begin. Level 2 complete. Level 3, maximum G loading, maximum risk of disorientation. You may begin. Warning. My sensors are indicating a power surge within the grid. At this level of energy depletion, you may not be able to maintain this level of illumination for long. Mark, you have failed to complete level 3. My sensors indicate that you have depleted your energy cells to below acceptable limits. In order to regenerate your profile, we must project a mass source of photonic light towards your position. My scanners indicates we have several thousand organic entities in close proximity with their personal communication devices. Those devices are equipped with such photonic light capabilities, and I suggest we solicit their assistance immediately and have them point their lights skyward towards your location. For maximum effect, I need all organic entities within a close proximity to energize the photonic lights on your communication devices at this time. To re-energize Mark's profile, place them skyward with a mild waving motion from left to right. Mark, I believe it's beginning to work. I'm sensing an increased level in your electron activity. My indicators show your capacitors have once again reached 100% and are now able to continue with level 3 at this time. Congratulations, Mark. Level 3 complete. Now welcome to Level 4. I'm currently sensing your opponent is near. However, due to programming upgrades, this game must now save and exit. You can plan to continue where we left off next year. Tonight's performance was performed by the Twin Tigers Aerobatic team, a TigerAirshows.com production.
Let's hear it for Mark Novoselsky and tonight's performance by the Twin Tigers Aerobatic team. What a display! And the team, as I mentioned, the newest recipients of the Bill Barber Award for Showmanship, one of the highest honors in the air show industry, honored here at AirVenture each and every year. It has indeed been a great pleasure to fly for you tonight, and on behalf of the team and myself, Luke Carrico, thank you and enjoy the rest of the show. Rob Ryder, back over to you.
Way to go, Luke Carrico. What a spectacular performance that was. Cool. Did they deserve the Barber Award or what? Well, we've got stuff continuing here, and we've got an ear on the radio as we welcome our next two performers here on this evening's show. As the night gets darker, we have a terrific show. AirVenture Night Show fans, good evening. The Hartzell Propeller Company, built on honor since 1917. Pilot House Wealth Management, Executive Flight Training, and Byerly Aviation of Peoria, Illinois are proud to present from Cincinnati, Ohio, Ken Reeder and Sean Rossner in their Vans RV-8s. Let's welcome Redline.
if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing changed at all? And if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like you've been here before?
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Sean Rossner in Redline 2 and Redline lead Ken Reeder.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're not done yet. The Night Air Show brought to you by Covington Aviation Engines. We are getting set up for our evening spectacular, the finale as it is. Keep your eye on the runway. Tonight's final finale brought to you by DTG Pyrotechnics. Stand by.
Good evening, EAA. This is Dion Deal from DTG Pyrotechnics and Special Effects. I'm here with my lovely daughter, Alana. Say hi, Alana.
Hi, everyone.
To celebrate 5 decades of EAA AirVenture being hosted right here in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, we have decided our music theme for this year should be the decades. Let's dust off the old 8-track and get this show going. It's gonna be hot.
70s.
Why do birds suddenly appear every time you are near? Just like me, they long to be close to you.
Dad, that is so lame. This is EAA. You gotta pump it up. Here, try something like this.
Drive our ships to new land, fight the horn, sing and cry. Valhalla, I am coming. Oh, it's sweet when catching on. I only know what these are rest of so green, and whispered tales of yore, of how we calm tides of war. We are your overlord. Always see catching on. I only know what these the rest of show. So now you better stop, rebuild all your ruin, for peace and trust can win the day, despite of all your losing.
'80s. 90s.
I could stay awake just to hear you breathing. Watch you smile while you are sleeping, while you're far away and dreaming. I could spend my life in this sweet surrender. I could stay lost in this moment forever. Every moment spent with you is a moment I treasure. Don't wanna close my eyes, I don't wanna fall asleep, 'cause I miss you, baby, and I don't wanna miss a thing. 'Cause even when I dream of you, the sweetest dream would never do. I'd still miss you, baby, and I don't want to miss a thing. Lying close to you, feeling your heart beating, and I'm wondering what you're dreaming, wondering if it's me you're seeing. Then I kiss your eyes and thank God we're together. And I just wanna stay with you in this moment forever, forever and ever. I don't wanna close my eyes, I don't wanna fall asleep, 'cause I miss you, baby, and I don't wanna miss a thing. 'Cause even when I dream of you, the sweetest dream would never do. I still miss you, baby, and I don't wanna miss a thing.
Dad, that was cute, but can we do something from after the year I was born?
2000s.
1, 2, 3, My baby don't mess around because she loves me so, and this I know for sure. But does she really wanna, but can't stand to see me walk out the door? Don't try to fight the feeling, 'cause the thought alone is killing me right now. Thank God for Mom and Dad for sticking two together, 'cause we don't know how. You think you got it, oh, you think you got it, but got it, just don't get it, 'cause there's nothing at all. We get together, oh, we get together, but separate's always better when there's feelings involved. If what they say is nothing is forever, then what makes, then what makes, then what makes, then what makes, what makes, what makes love the exception? So why yo, are we so in denial when we know we're not happy here?
2010.
bonfire that could burn me clean. Light the sky with my black-eyed dreams, and let my soul fly, and let my soul fly high, high. A bonfire burn down the door. Let the room my ember soul, and let my soul fly, and let my soul fly high. Let it go. I believe you're the fire that could burn me clean. I believe you're the fire that could burn me clean. I believe you're the fire that could burn me clean. I believe you're the fire that could burn me clean. I believe you're the fire that could burn me clean. I believe you're the fire that could burn me clean. I believe you're the fire that could burn me clean. I believe you're the fire that could burn me clean. I believe you're the fire that could burn me clean. I believe you're the fire that could burn me clean. I believe you're the fire that could burn me clean. I believe you're the fire that could burn me clean. And let my soul fly.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about that? Let's hear it for Dion Deal and his crew from DTG Pyrotechnics for the fireworks. The always spectacular wall of fire from the Tora Bomb Squad. And special effects from the Fireball Dudes. Let's hear it one more time for everyone involved in tonight's show. What do you think? Y'all want to come back Saturday night and do this again? Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to light up the field, and as you head back to your campsites or the parking lots, please be very, very careful. It's a little dark out there. Also, if you see any trash on the ground, we would really appreciate it if you'd pick it up and put it in the nearest trash container. Actually, the folks who are going to appreciate it the most are our volunteers who will be out here bright and early tomorrow morning at sunrise to get things ready for Day 4 of EAA AirVenture Oshkosh 2019. Again, thank you to Covington Aviation Engines for sponsoring tonight's night air show. Have a great night. Drive safely or walk safely back to your campground, and we'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning on the flight line. Good night.